UFC Fight Night, Sandhagen versus Song. Early quick pick prediction video. We're going to do every single prediction from the main event to the bottom prelim, which is short notice as it just got cancelled. From Loma taking on Diana Belbita, now with Denise Gomez taking her place. We're going to do the full card prediction, but I only ask one thing of you guys watching this video. Let's get the video to a total of 40 likes by, let's go, UFC 279. Once UFC 279 is over, I'm going to look at how many likes this video has. If it is 40 likes, and you guys comment some of your predictions down below in the comment section, I will be giving you one of the people that does comment down below in the comments my full card bets for UFC Fight Night Sandhagen versus Song. We're going to do parlays, we're going to do some props, and some money line, looking to make a few $100s, possibly even to the thousands of dollars on this card. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and let's get into the first fight here in the strawweight division. Loma and Denise Gomez in the strawweight division. Short notice, the original fight was Loma taking on Diana Belbita. Now we got Loma taking on Denise Gomez. I think Denise Gomez is going to put on the pressure in this fight, put on the volume here. Loma is going to be, I would say, the more technical fighter, but Denise is going to be taller. She's going to be lengthier. I think she hits with a little bit more effect to her punches, with her knees, with her body kicks, her spinning, back fist as she liked to do in the Contender Series. I think she's really going to overwhelm Loma in this fight with volume, with pressure, and with some powerful punches, and I think she edges out the win. There's no predictions just yet because it just got announced, but I'm going to go Denise Gomez by a decision. Javid, the Basharat, and Tony Gravely in the bantamweight division. It's a good fight. We got a 12-0 undefeated Afghan taking on a 30-year-old, almost 31-year-old Tony Gravely. Wrestling-wise, I don't see either guy really controlling the other on the ground. I kind of see this being a striking battle. Javid Basharat is going to be a lot taller, is going to be a lot lengthier, does have some very good submission skills, but in this fight with Tony Gravely, I think it's going to be a striking fight, to be honest with you. They're both good wrestlers. Again, I don't see either guy taking the other down, but I think Javid, with his height, with his reach, is going to stay on the outside of Tony, out-volume him. Tony's going to land the harder shots, and it's going to be a very close 29-28 split decision for Javid Basharat. Maria Agapova and Jillian Robertson. I think round one, Maria Agapova is going to go out there looking pretty good. Her striking is going to look very good, but round number two, round number three, that's where Jillian Robertson's going to start mixing in the takedowns very well, get the fight to the ground, and submit Maria Agapova in round two or in round number three. Elenadowski, Joseph Pfeiffer. Simple prediction. I got Joseph Pfeiffer knocking the brakes off of Elenadowski. Round number one. He just turned 26 years old today. From the looks of it on the Tapology profile, he's on a 2-fight win streak. The only loss recently wasn't really a loss. It was an arm injury. I think Joseph Pfeiffer knocks him out easily in round number one. You got Anthony Hernandez, Marc-Andre Barrios. I think Mark is going to be trying to strike on the feet with Anthony, try to put on the pressure, but Anthony Hernandez is going to get the takedowns here. He's got the better jiu-jitsu. I think he will control the fight on the ground, attempt some submissions, control the fight a little bit there, and win the fight on the scorecards. But I do worry he could get a submission here. He could get a knockout win here. So this is one I'm very iffy on, decision or submission for Anthony Hernandez. But I think he controls him on the ground, kind of like what he did with Josh Fremd, and gets the decision. What's the next one? Damon Jackson and Pat Sabatini. I'm going to go Pat Sabatini. I think he is going to put on the pressure onto Damon Jackson. Both guys, good wrestlers, good grapplers. We're not going to really see, I mean, we might see a few takedowns and submission attempts and things like that, but I don't see either guy necessarily dominating the other on the ground. Damon's going to try to keep range and counter Pat Sabatini on the feet. Pat is trying to put on the pressure and put on the volume on Damon and Jackson. I think that's what's going to get him the win. We got Trevin Giles and Luis Cosi in the welterweight division. I think Luis will go out there very well, look solid in round number one, and then Trevin Giles will take over round number two and knock out Luis Cosi. Nicholas Mota, Cameron Van Camp. Striking's going to be pretty even. I think Cameron will strike him at range for a little bit. They'll both be landing some good shots. They'll both be rocking each other on the feet. But I think Cameron Van Camp will eventually get the fight to the grounds. And I think he submits Nicholas Mota round 2 or round 3. Daniel Zellhuber, Trey Ogden. I'm going to go Daniel Zellhuber to outstrike Trey Ogden pretty easily in this fight. And either finish him in round number 1, or he'll ride it out to a 30-27 decision. Andre Fili, Bill Algio. I think Bill is going to try to mix in some takedowns here, but I think Andre will defend most of them, and he is going to be the more technical striker. He's going to land more volume than Bill Algio here. He is going to be a little bit lengthier as well. I think he stays on the outside and wins the fight on the scorecards. Aspen Sarah Mcmahon, it's a 50-50. There's an old, there's a new, both good wrestlers, both good grapplers. It's a tough one. They're both really not that good, but I mean, I'm going to do some more research for this fight, but I'm going to go Sarah McMahon for now. I do believe she's going to be at least better in the clinching situations and things like that. She has the experience to know to land some shots in the clinch, to get a few more strikes to get her the win on these judges' scorecards. So I'm going to go Sarah McMahon to barely edge out a 29-28 decision. Tanner Boser, Rodrigo Nascimento. I'm going to go Tanner Boser to defend the takedowns, keep the fight at range, and I think I'm going to go a possible round 3 TKO win from Tanner Boser after Rodrigo Nascimento is gassed out, or Rodrigo survives and goes on to a decision. Tanner Boser 29-28, or in round number 3 by knockout. Gregory Rodriguez, I'm going to go Gregory Rodriguez to keep the fight even in the striking, mix in the takedowns, and control the fight on the grounds. Possible submission here. I can definitely see Rodriguez getting a TKO or submission on the ground, but Chidi's the tough guy. I think he survives. I got Gregory Rodriguez winning this fight by a decision. Giga versus Sodiq Yusuf. I'm going to go Giga Chikadze to win this one. Striker versus striker. Neither guy really has the best wrestling or grappling. Giga's the better striker, so I'm going to go Giga by a decision. Corey Sandhagen, Yadong Song, the main event. The new versus the old, taller, lengthier Corey Sandhagen. Very good on the outside, very good early on in his fights. I think he wins a lot of these early rounds right here, and Yadong Song will have his moments. I mean, he might slip in one of the early rounds as well, because he is such a powerful puncher if he finds that range. Like Piotr Yan was able to, he could go out there, land some big shots, and win this fight, but I think Corey will stay on the outside of Yadong Song and win this fight on the judges' scorecards. Very slightly, Yadong will win 2 of the rounds due to landing the harder shots in those rounds. Put it on the pressure onto Corey Sandhagen. But overall, I think Corey Sandhagen wins on the judges' scorecards by a 48-47 decision. I got Sandhagen, I got Giga Chikadze, I got Gregory Rodriguez in a 50-50 fight on the betting odds. Tanner Boser, Sarah McMahon, I believe she is an underdog. We might be able to check that. Let's check that really quick. I do believe she is the underdog. I want to make sure if I got an underdog pick, because I usually don't have too many underdog picks. Slightly, okay. I do have a slight underdog pick right there in Sarah McMahon. I got Andre Fili, who was the underdog at the start. Daniel Zellhuber, Cameron Van Camp, who I believe is the underdog. If the odds are out, yeah, I don't know if they're out though. Let me check. The odds are not out yet, but I'm assuming he's probably going to be the underdog once the odds do come out, because he is the favorite on Tapology. I got Trevin Giles, I got Pat Sabatini, Anthony Hernandez, Joseph Pfeiffer, Jillian Robertson, Javid Basharat, and Denise Gomez. Those are the early quick picks for UFC Fight Night. Sandhagen versus Song. Make sure to get the video to 40 likes. Comment your full card predictions down below, because if it does get those 40 likes, I'm going to get all of your guys' names, type them into a Google document, get a random number generator, and whichever number that person lands on, I will be giving that person all of my UFC Fight Night Sandhagen versus Song bets, my parlays, props, and money lines. Thank you guys for watching this early prediction. We'll see you in the next one.